one. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Brought down just shy of midfield. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
Back to throw. Short one, and it's caught by Warren. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it. It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
The break the huddle coming up now for 1st and 10. They're trying to hit him with a screen. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
The motion man is Nakua. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And a good job rallying to the football. Holds just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Quick throw, taken in. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. So the mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down. Here comes 4th down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
The Rams going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This will be a 46-yard attempt. His kick is good. And the Rams are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go. Ready. On the ground, here comes Ashton Genty. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground with Genty. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And he's going to have the Packers first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
Yeah, sometimes these coaches want to overthink it. They want to dial up these super tricky plays and try to outthink themselves sometimes. And you find yourself here on 4th and real short. Something easy, something your guys have repped a million times. Win the battle up front and pick up the first.
And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Green Bay. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. The extra points up and good. And the Packers move out to a 7-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Nakua snags it over the middle. And will mark him down just shy of the 40. That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. This one complete, right side. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. They'll stick with him again. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And it'll be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard
So we are
line.
through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Packers on top. And we're back. Lambeau Field in just a moment. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. And it was intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23.
23-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Let's go now. 70, go.
Throwing now from the gun. Going for it all. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It is a big-time play for the Packers. 38 yards. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Run right up the gut of Jensen. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Go! Ready?
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
Here we go. Jack.
Here's a handoff to Jensen.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Ready, set.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down.
Cowboy 80.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Unloads downfield, looking for Nakua. And the ball's out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
3rd down and 9. He's got his tight end. That's Warren. 17 yards on that connection. 1st down, L.A.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield. They'll get the carry here. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. They'll stay on the ground. Finding room to the 20. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
That is caught to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Rams. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Genty. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Ready.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
Ready.
Once again, it's Genty. And I don't think he got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
Now, faking the give, and that is incomplete.
That has to be a disappointing end to this drive. Just think, when they took the field on this possession, Mike, they're thinking they got a shot to go down there and take the lead, but they couldn't even get to midfield, let alone the end zone. If they end up getting another shot before halftime, they've got to find a way to have better execution than they did right here.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. Loose inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Packer. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
Well, I love it, Mike. We're seeing so many teams nowadays as they approach midfield, even on their side of the 50, keeping their offense on the field on 4th down. And it's certainly a risk. It's certainly up there for debate, but in this case, big chance, big reward, and they come down with 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and 1.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll throw out of the gun. Ball in to it. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Left side, that is caught by Warren. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
When this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays, that's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return.
Okay, ready? Go!
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
And this is the tricky element of these deep balls, Mike. You want to hit the guy in stride. You want the touchdown. You want the beautiful highlight play. But sometimes you're better off underthrowing a receiver than you are overthrowing them, because as we see time and time again throughout the league, an underthrown deep ball, more times than not, leads to a pass interference call.
The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Clock is stopped at 34 seconds to go until the break. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10.
Ready?
And this ball's going to be incomplete.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
19, ready?
Back to the air once more on second down. Well, here down the field, will fall incomplete.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took that ball way too much time to get to the open receiver. And when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball. And he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. The Packers going to call out the field goal unit. This will be a 48-yard attempt. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Packers will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They're just going to run it here up the middle. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
First down. A gain of 15. First down, Rams.
From the 50, he'll set him to throw. That's going to be intercepted. Oh, big hole left side. We saw it earlier. The defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. Now, Greg, not only do they pick them, they turn it into a pick six.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back to the pick six.
So we reached the intermission. It was been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports.
Ready? Hawk 7.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
That one intercepted. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Cardinal. Hey, let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. He's close to a first down. To gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Now it's second and 1.
At the 44-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll run it straight ahead now with Gentry. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was second and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run. Gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on third down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
They'll throw here on third and short. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Green Bay. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First down, at their own 27-yard line.
Right back to the air following that pick 6. Going downfield, right side, and it's crossed. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
First down, Rams.
send a man in motion right. He'll turn and hand this one off. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And it's caught. Left side. It's complete. A first-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And he's able to fight through 1 tackle here. Pick up about 4. Second down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw. Moving to his right. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Ready?
Now they'll run option left to the short side of the field. And he's going to have a Packers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Wow, a little change of play call here, and that's typically not what we see at this down and distance. That's typically a passing down, Mike, but they catch the defense off guard, keep the ball on the ground, and they're able to pick up enough for the first down.
Here we go.
Now they'll set up to throw. And the throw left sideline caught. They ruled incomplete. Couldn't keep the feet in. And it's second down.
Let's go. Let's go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Flush to his right. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over here up near the 40.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. They'll look to throw. Hit through, taken in. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. Solid pickup on that first down play. From the 41, here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. 11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Rams first down. He'll drop to throw. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Back to the air one more time. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. This one could be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. 1st and 10.
13 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 6. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play. 3rd and 10. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, L.A. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Ready? Rock all 80. Go.
A run. Gentile. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a run of the gun. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one, a gain of 18.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Throwing now from the gun. Got a man. Good job coming back for the ball on the completion. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's a run. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Packers. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. Nakua snags it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Here's 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. A ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Hold it ready.
Drive will start on the ground. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackle. Gain of about 3. 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Now here's a keeper on the zone read.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
3rd down and 3.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
It's 4th down.
Hurt, hurt.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And over the middle and take it in. He's got it. He's going to have a Packers 1st down. As that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
I like a little bit of this risk-taking. When you found yourself with the lead in the 4th quarter, conservative wisdom says, just punt it away and let your defense win this game for you. But now after going for it on 4th down and extending the drive, they can continue to work this clock. And even if they do have to give the ball back to their opponent, they're going to get the ball back with a lot less time.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the PAT. Up and good. And the Packers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Packers have it. One of those exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover and a fumble, and all of a sudden the guys who were on defense, they're starting to think like offensive players, Greg. They really wanted to take that back the other way.
And I think for that offense, they're fortunate that didn't lead to a touchdown, because for a minute, I thought the defender was going to take it all the way back. But either way, winds up with a pretty nice return, and his offense is in great position.
On 1st and 10, it's Genty. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and inches.
Let's go now.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
And that's kind of a double whammy of sorts for this defense. Not only do you not get the 3rd down stop, but now this offense, Mike, they're able to bleed even more clock down with this fresh set of downs.
Still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Ready, ready. Hey. 70.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Let's go 80. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
3rd down. We'll try to get it on the ground.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
Ready, check.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
Check. 70 Lions.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. That is 2nd touchdown tonight. The extra point is good. And the Packers are able to extend the lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. set up to throw. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Over first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
It's first down, and they'll run. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup in second and 8.
They'll come up on a second down and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. 19 charge. Go.
They'll stick with him again. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
Brings up third and 6.
Ready. Let go.
I'll give on the ground, and he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
A gain of 5 yards.
The Packers going to call out the field goal unit. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Here comes a return from the 3. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, he's got Warren. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 42 yards. So, it's a win for the Packers. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory.